unfortunately, our society has gradually become a society that expects much, and our expectation levels are way up here, and we found that out with President Obama very early on. But sometimes, just sometimes, we offer little in return. It could be possible that maybe we have forgotten the need to help or serve our fellow brothers or sisters. And again, Dr. Martin Luther King said, anyone can be great because anyone can serve. Now more than ever is the time to rekindle the sense of community and to answer the call to service. I know some might believe that a call to service reflects out a call for political recruitment, and we want you to get involved with political offices. Believe me, particularly, we want to see more women running for public office. It may be that you think in order to serve that you have to be an elected official, but I suggest to you, contrary, you do not have to be an elected official to serve. If you take a look at Harry Ozieki's book, The Citizen's Manual, and I read it from cover to cover, Paths to Power for Regular People, he offers very constructive ways in which you can begin to get involved in your community and begin to implement change and be a part of the process. Service to your neighbors, your community, goes well beyond being the mayor of any city. Yet, believe me, it is not the easiest job in America that I have. It goes beyond being the governor of any state or even the president of the United States. Service comes in many forms and in many arenas. And as Mr. Ozieky points out, the three power centers of local government are the elected positions such as mayor and council, the school board and the planning board and the zoning board. Most people are quick to identify mayor and council, but more often do not realize that there are many municipal boards and commissions that have a direct impact on your community. And those are great places to start in your call to service. For instance, in the city of Camden, the Rooming and Boarding Housing Site Licensing Board determines and gives final approval for licensing. And since Camden has now gone from a type 2 to type 1 district where the mayor appoints individuals to serve on the Board of Education, it is also a great opportunity, and I make this call out to you for this particular year. If you are interested, and if you are a Camden resident interested in serving on the Board of Education, please submit your resume to my office for consideration. It is a school board that sets the policy and procedures of how schools are run. And in fact, we want to get you and fresh ideas, individuals with innovative and creative approaches to addressing the issues at hand of improving academic outcomes for urban youth. Believe me, I want you. These and a myriad of boards and commissions at the local, county, and state level go unnoticed, in large part because they're volunteer boards. In other words, no pay, no compensation. And it requires a lot of work, often beyond your normal work hours. Yet, we are all compelled to be change agents in our communities. Don't fret. If you think I have a busy schedule, you find a way to balance it all. You find a way to balance your time with your family and your commitments and your community. We need you. We need you to answer this call to service. Let me start by asking a very good question. And I know I have made this statement in the past when I've saw or seen something going wrong in my community, and I sat back and complained, and if I was that person, I would have done it this way. How many of you have ever said, if I was in charge, I would not have done what that elected official did in their decision-making process? Raise your hand. I thought I would get a good response. I felt that way very early on until I got involved and had to learn the process, and found out that it wasn't as simple as moving one glass from one end of the table straight down the middle and to the other end. Because in government, you have to abide by laws, regulations, provisions of this and provisions of that, and you want to be compliant. So again, you know, if anything, in getting involved in the community and in answering the call to serve, a great piece of advice that was given to me by a former senator: learn the process. You know, it is important that you participate, but also in participating that you come prepared to a board meeting, that you not become a seat warmer and show up for a roll call and not read the materials or participate in deliberations or listen to the community, because a good leader listens to the community. You make yourself available to individuals because oftentimes you will find that the best ideas come from a conversation with an individual. Truth be told, having served in the Senate, many of the bills that are dropped in the legislative process have emanated from a conversation with an ordinary citizen. And that's how change also comes about. I want you each to feel the passion of the persons that are here in the front of the room. Governor Florio, who talked about his growing up in Camden. He did not come through the traditional way of going to school, Rutgers University, much like myself. I worked during the day as a bank teller at Broadway and Market while attending school at night here at Rutgers Camden campus until I completed my degree. And yet, I did not give up. It was a long process, but I did not give up. I took it to the next level, went the next step. You too can follow behind Governor and myself and be the change that you have been waiting for. I strongly believe that now is the time to answer the call. Now is the time to give back. Now is the time to make change. Now is the time to serve. As President Obama once said, and I quote, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones that we have been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." But answering the call again requires your commitment, and I say commitment with a big C. Every day will not be a good day. Some days will be cloudy and rainy, but still remain committed to your beliefs and committed to the fact that you can make a difference and make change in the community. We want to thank you so much for being here tonight. And as the mayor, there are opportunities, many, which you'll hear about in the breakout panel discussions later this evening, that I invite you to apply for. We have several boards and commissions that we would like to inquire of your interests and see if you would be a good fit for helping us in our community and our overarching goal of rebuilding the great city of Camden. I know what we can do when we come together, and I say that because we came together with very little in resources to launch our Camden Clean campaign last year, where residents, businesses, volunteers, and government came together to clean up and to restore pride and beauty to the city of Camden. Think of what we can do when we come together to reinstitute systems that have been broken for so long in the city of Camden, and to make those systems responsive to the needs of our community, whether it is reforming public education, reforming municipal government, reforming what we do in terms of economic development where it benefits the people, creates job opportunities, better housing, safer neighborhoods. Think about what we can do if we answer the call to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that there's great potential and energy and ideas in this room that are waiting to be unleashed. I invite you as the mayor of this city to answer the call to service. This is not a collect call that you can reject, because this is not one of those calls that we remember. This call is for you. Come on, Camden, let's stand Camden up, answer the call to serve, and I'll see you as we move Camden forward. God bless you. And God bless.